Hello everyone, welcome back to the Economic Eye. In our previous video, we discussed the importance of management, why management is vital for the success of every organization. Today, we'll move to the next part of our series, a very interesting and a frequently asked question. Is management an art, a science, or a profession? This question often appears in the exam, and understanding it properly will not only help you score good marks but also appreciate how management blends creativity, logic, and ethics together. Let's break this down step by step with real life examples. Let's start with management as an art. But first, what do you mean by an art? Art refers to the skillful and creative application of knowledge to achieve desired results. Just like painting, music, or cooking, when knowledge of techniques matter, but it is the individual creativity that makes the difference. Similarly, in management, every management applies principles in their own unique way, combining experience, creativity, and personal judgment to get the best outcomes. Let's understand how management qualifies as an art. Theoretical knowledge. So every art form is based on established theory and literature. For example, musicians learns the rule of melody and rhythm before performing. Similarly, managers learn principles of planning, organizing, and leadership from management theories and books. These are personalized applications. No two artists paints alike. The same goes for managers. Each manager applies knowledge in a personal, innovative way depending on the situation. Practice and creativity. The more you one practice, the better one becomes. Managers improve their judgment and creativity through experience, trial, and decision making. Let's take an example. Smita Rai, who manages Namchi candles in Sikkim, she doesn't just use theory, she creatively motivates her women teams, plan production, and design new candle pattern to meet festive demand. Her creativity and leadership make her management as an art. Or think about Ratan Tata, whose leadership combined vision, empathy, and creativity, leading the Tata Group to global success. So we can say management is an art because it requires personal judgment, experience, and creativity to apply knowledge effectively. It's not just about knowing the rules, it's about applying them with a human touch. Now let's look at management as a science. Science means a systematic body of knowledge based on principles, experiments, and cause and effect relationships. For example, in physics, we have laws like gravity or motion that explains how things behave. Similarly, in management, principles have been developed through research and experimentation. Let's first discuss the features of science in management. First one would be systematic knowledge. Science has an organized body of knowledge. Likewise, management has its own theories like Fayol 14 principles or Taylor scientific management. It has experimentation and observation. So, scientific principles are tested under different situations. Similarly, tailors and Fayol observe workers and managers for years before formulating these principles. These are universally validated. Scientific laws apply everywhere. But in management, results can vary because humans are involved. People behavior change with motivation, culture, or situation. Say, for example, Taylor's scientific management focus on efficiency through time studies and task standardization, while Fayol's 14 principle of management provided universal guidelines like division of work and unity of command. So these were developed through observations and experimentation, just like scientific laws. So we can conclude here management is a science but not an exact one. Unlike chemistry or physics, human behavior can't be predicted with precision. So, management is called a social science. It uses scientific principles, but outcome may differ from one situation to another. Now let's discuss management as a profession. A profession is an occupation that requires specialized knowledge, formal education, and ethical standards. Doctors, lawyers, chartered accountants are classic example of professions. Let's see whether management fits in this definition or not. Let's talk about the features of profession. First is a specialized knowledge. Every profession has a well defined body of knowledge. Similarly, management also has a specialized knowledge that can be learned through degrees like MBAs or training at IIMs. Another feature is restricted entry. In true profession like law or medicine, you can't practice without a valid license or degree. In management, though, anyone can become a manager based on experience or skill, so entry is not strictly restricted. The third feature would be a professional association. Every profession has a body to regulate its members. For example, there is IMA, All India Management Association, which promotes management education, but membership is voluntary. We have ethical code of conduct. Professionals are expected to follow ethics and social responsibility. Modern managers are also expected to work with honesty, integrity, and concern for the society. Last feature would be a service motive. A true profession serves society. Managers today are expected not just to earn profits but also to work ethically and sustainably. Let's take an example. Ratan Tata is a perfect example of professionalism in management. He ran a highly profitable business but also focused on ethics, social responsibility, and nation building. This reflects true management professionalism. Hence, we can conclude management is partly a profession. It has specialized knowledge and ethical standards but lacks legal entry restrictions like medicine or law. So it's not yet a fully regularized profession, I would say. Let's quickly compare the three aspects: art, science, and profession. First, the nature. Art has an application of knowledge. Science has a systematic body of knowledge. My profession has a specialized occupation. On the approach side, we have personal and creativity in arts. In art, we have objective and analytical, which is a science, and ethical and service oriented will be the profession. On the skills required, in art, we have a experience and creativity. In science, we have a research and analysis. And in profession, we have qualification and ethics. The examples which we talk about on art would be the leadership of Smita Rai. On science would be the principles Taylor and Fayol. And on profession, the ethics followed by Ratan Tata. So the nature of management is not one dimensional. It is a beautiful blend of all three: the art, science, and profession, each complementing each other. So let's summarize everything with a balanced perspective. As an art, management requires creativity, intuition, and experience. As a science, it relies on tested principles and cause and effect relationships. As a profession, it demands ethical behavior, knowledge, and social responsibility. So we can confidently say management is a perfect blend of art, science, and profession. A successful manager uses science to plan, art to lead, and professionalism to act ethically. So, in our next video, we'll start exploring the functions of management, the five pillars that form the foundation of every organization: planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more easy and practical business studies explanation. Remember, management is both an art, science, but practiced like a profession. Thanks for watching. Have a good day ahead.